WBS 87 Atlanta, WAEN FM Atlanta, WBHH, and on iHeartRadio, the home of the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey, DJ Rollum, and the Wake Up Ladies. This is Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives. Streaming online at beatbreakradiofm.com. The views and opinions expressed on this program does not necessarily reflect those of Beat Break 87 FM, Reach One Communications, volunteers, staff, and management of Reach One Communications.
This portion of Beat Break Radio is only suitable for mature audiences and not suitable for young audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And today we're gonna talk about sex and what happens when you talk truthfully about sex. This is gonna be part one of a 3-part series. And today we have on the show Carlotta, we have Valencia, we have Dave, and we have Will. And we know that sex sells, and sex along with money makes the world go round. So we're going to talk about it, kind of cover it from different aspects. So we're going to get right into it right now. So with that being said, let's go. We're going to start off with you, Will. And I want each one of you guys to kind of finish this sentence. Sex is most enjoyable when what, Will?
Sex is most enjoyable when your partner is on the same wavelength as you are.
Meaning?
Meaning, you know, you all like it the same amount of times, the same frequency, meaning that you all, both of you, both of you like the same stuff. When you go to insurrection, you can't go to insurrection and one of y'all going to pick up videos, another one you're going to pick up, a whole other outfit, because that don't match up unless that's what both of y'all want to do. So having the same wavelength as far as your kink level, for lack of a better way to put it. And being able to just talk to the person, because you might want to try something out. Being able to just say it and not have to hint around and do all this stuff. And just come and say, hey, look, I want to try this. And if it don't work, it don't work. But just have that open air of conversation where you can bring something up and not be looked at as if you some sort of sicko.
Okay, so you saying being on the same wavelength as when y'all go to Insurrection or Starship, if you go get the anal beads, she get the lubricant to go with it, on that same type of wavelength?
Yeah.
Okay, Dave, what about you? Sex is most pleasurable when what?
In my mind, it's just most pleasurable when somebody's just open to just sex in general. A lot of people have these, I don't do this, I don't do that. And when you meet people like that, it's just not fun. You gotta be kinky. Cause, sometimes sex can happen anywhere. Especially, it ain't, if you only have sex in the bedroom, you ain't having sex right. So, sex can happen anywhere, almost at any given time, at almost any function when you're with the right person. So, for me, she has to be real open-minded, like myself. And, you can have another family reunion in the woods somewhere, y'all just walking. I mean, things happen.
So for you, sex is most enjoyable when the person is open-minded.
Most definitely open-minded. It's just,
okay.
Sex is sex. It's great.
All right, let's go to you, Carlotta. Sex is most pleasurable when what happens?
When I'm in love and I'm in a relationship. Mine is all emotional. It's an emotional connection.
That's it?
Yep. Casual don't do it for me.
Okay, so sex is most pleasurable for you when you and that other person is in love with each other.
Right. It has to be an emotional connection which takes it to another level.
Okay, wait. Well, it don't have to be in love, but just an emotional connection, or it has to be love?
In love.
Oh, okay. All right. So Valencia, let's round this question up with you. Sex is most pleasurable when what happens?
when I am physically, emotionally, and intellectually attracted to you. And I say that because I can be physically attracted to you, but intellectually, if we're not there, I can't do it. It has been times where I thought I wanted to sleep with somebody, but then once he started opening his mouth, I was turned off by it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, if one is not in place out of the intellectual, physically, and what was the other, emotional?
Yeah.
So if all three of those don't line up, you're not interested sexually in them.
I can't do it.
Okay. So you could be emotionally into him, physically in him, but if he dumber than a bag of rocks, you don't want him.
It doesn't. Why do it? It doesn't even make sense to sleep with somebody that's stupid. It don't make sense. In my eyes, it don't. For other people, it may just be, let me go ahead and get my rocks off and I'm over and done with it. But no, for the most part, the people that I have slept with, I'm cool with. I have relationships with them, even though we're not in a relationship.
All right, let's switch gears a little bit. I'm gonna start with you, Carlotta. If you had to rate your sex game on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate it?
What do you mean, with my physical skill?
You know what I'm asking. If you had to rate your sex game, because women love to say, I ain't had no complaints. So if you had to rate yourself, where would you rate yourself?
I would say an 8. But it has a lot to do with me getting to 8. It's just not, let's do this and I'm going into 8. It has to be a lot of stuff connected to it. Just like Valencia was saying, you got to be a full package connection for you to feel like you want to go to an 8, because you're making a choice in the moment where you're going, what number you're going to be at.
I must have ran across a lot of women who just didn't give a damn in my lifetime. So
got my phone on mute because I got.
How much of them were for real and how much of them were faking? That's the thing.
But what I'm saying is, if all three things have to line up like that with every woman you bet, boy, it'll be some guy with some big ass Popeye looking arms out here.
But I think it all happens when you get older. When you're younger, you have no clue. You just thinking, let them penetrate. And as you get older, you realize what you want, what you like. So when you're young, you're going to have a lot of experiences. A lot of these girls got fucked, but don't even know what the hell they were doing or why they even did it.
I agree with that. It's just, wow. So, all right, so we're looking at, the 8, the top of the line. So, Dave, let me ask you this question. Where you rate your sex game, player?
I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to just say 8 for different reasons. I guess, I ain't never, been in bed with somebody and start talking calculus or algebra, nothing like that. So, I don't know. I say 8 because of who I am and things I like doing and how long I can go is kind of anomaly, especially at 42. It just kind of amazes me. But I ain't never.
Sound good.
You want to have sex? I ain't. I'm confused right now about some things, but that's about it. I say 8. Y'all got me thrown off right now. Go ahead.
I don't understand what you're throwing off by, because you just realized that maybe you were with a woman and all your stuff that matched up and she just still screwed you anyway. Now you starting to realize, maybe ask what didn't line up.
I ain't mad about it. I can't believe this. I ain't mad about it.
All right, Will. Let me ask you a question, man. Where you rate your sex game at, and you think everything lined it up for you and your wife? Your physical, emotional, and intellectual part.
If it didn't line up, I wouldn't be married. So that'd be. I said, I've already had one divorce. I said, there's no sense in me rolling the dice and screwing up twice. So I had to learn from all those mistakes in the past and not make those again. And allow everybody else. I've never thought about giving myself a rating. Just, to me, it's more of a pass-fail, evaluation. You say you either get the job done or you don't. And I've gotten the job done with the partners I've had. So that's where I look at it. I say, either she walk away satisfied or she walk away not satisfied. That's the bottom line. So I don't have a number I can put on it as far as a rating. I just know that I've always made sure, if you give me a chance to figure out, what buttons to push, I'll push them for you. So that's why I look at it.
All right, Mr. Button Pusher, keep it moving then. All right, Valencia. So let me ask you, what's your level? I mean, what's your rating on your sex game?
I'm gonna say this, and I gotta kind of go back with Will was just saying. I'm gonna say 9, and the reason why I say 9 because of the connection that I've had with people. That open line of communication has been there, so it was no hidden secrets. It wasn't guessing what either one of us liked. So it's never been an issue for anyone that I've been active with or any complaints, so to speak. I would never say I'm a 10 because you're going to always have somebody that's better than you in that area. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and give myself a 9.
Okay. All right, a 9. And this is all I got to say about that. I'm like y'all, I don't know what the rating is, but I know I've had moments where I walked away knowing that I've conquered some things, and I've had moments where I walked away and said, "But I hope she called me back because I got mine and got the hell out of there." So I don't know. That's one of them type of things you would have to ask the person you were with, because I know, like I said, I've had conquests, and I know I've had some moments where, I don't know if I can look her in the face. I know I wasn't right here. So, you're right. I don't know if you could put a rating on it, but that's something you would have to ask another person. But, the reason what made me ask that question was, women love to say that I ain't never had no complaints, but go ask his best friend and see if you've had some complaints, because they ain't going to complain to you because they might eventually want to come back and hit. So, so we'll move on to the next question. Well, let me ask the men one of the questions real quick, and we'll move on to the next question. Have you ever had that moment where you felt when you were done, you know that, as we like to say, boy, I blew her back out, I tore that up? You ever had a moment where when your performance was below level? Dave, Will?
Wait a minute, you asking that? Do you know if it was above level or below?
Below level. Because we all think we always above level, but have you ever had a moment where you walked away knowing, that wasn't my best performance there?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's happened. I mean, and there's been times when, and I would say, as a man, I said, you just don't get the opportunity to say, not now. Because if you say not now or later or something, at bare minimum, you're going to be looked at as a punk. At max, it's going to be looked at as if you cheating or something going on, because God forbid, let's say you get tired when somebody tap you on the shoulder. It's like, you know what, I need a nap. Let me come back to it. What's wrong? Say, who you messing with? I ain't messing with nobody. I'm messing with tired. I'm asleep. Let me sleep.
Now,
Lord knows, as a man, you don't get that option to just say you got a headache or nothing. I said, you always got to be on call, like you a firefighter.
I would say, I mean, we've all had our feelings at some point, but I ain't never talking about I was asleep. Ready to go. Like I told everybody I ever dated, you start without me. Eventually, I wake up.
Okay. So let me ask the women.
Wow. Okay.
Have either one of you had that moment where the guy got up and go, baby, that was the best I ever had? You laid it down there, but in your mind you were thinking about what you're gonna cook or grocery list, or that I ain't really do shit. You know what I mean? And one of y'all ever had that moment?
Lots of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hold on now. With it being
Think
said,
about it now. Think about it.
Is it lots of time with all the people y'all probably sexually, intellectually attracted to?
Yeah, that's true
I'm
too.
saying it as a mother, and if I'm in a relationship with you, if you're someone that I am seeking to please, I'm gonna do my best to make sure that you're satisfied in that area, because as your girl, that's my job, that's my responsibility. But as a mother, I'm also thinking about some other shit that I got to do too. So yeah, quite natural, I'm gonna go ahead, get this over, do what I need to do for you, and keep life moving. That may not be the best in my head, but in the back of it, like after it's all said and done, baby, you know what, you got down on that one. But
Speaking of head,
I ain't thinking like that.
All right, Kalata, what's your take
But
on that?
I've seen times where you could just see where the man got lost. It's like the testosterone kicked in, and you could see where it went into selfish mode, and he totally got lost into his own damn satisfaction. And you're sitting there watching the whole thing, but because he's so caught up in the high, he can't even see that it's one-sided and selfish. And that's when you see where this person will finish and think, I just conquered the world, and you looking at them like, you ain't even noticed I was out of this interaction a couple minutes ago.
Let me ask you a question. I'm just being dead ass serious. If we all get, some people wouldn't give a damn if you was in it or not once he gets started. Now, your job let somebody know that this ain't going right, or you better do something different. If he get going and like you said, I got lost.
It's not my job to tell him. He got selfish in the moment. It's not my job to tell him. He got to take control of his shit. You can't just keep fucking and then all of a sudden.
But ain't you
decide,
don't you?
Oh, let me try. You supposed to balance it.
If it ain't right, if it ain't right with a guy, especially giving bad head. Well, I don't know about the rest of them. I'm telling you, you doing this shit wrong.
I agree with Dave because I'm gonna stop you dead in your tracks and let you know, baby. Hey, wait a minute, hold up. Let's pump the brakes for just a second. What you think you're doing, you ain't doing.
I'm talking about when a guy is in penetration.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. They're gone. You know.
No, but see, you have to stop them.
That's what I got.
You can't accept that because see, if you set that tone, then he's quite naturally that's what he's gonna continue to do. You stop that nigga, let him know. Hey, look, bro, hold on, baby, hold on. Let's pause for a second. You ain't doing it right. You ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing because, like Dave said, if I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing, you gonna let me know. I think
you damn right. You damn right.
I don't think it's an issue of they're not doing it right when all they're doing is, oh, I got caught up in the moment. I see my shit coming in 30 minutes and I can't help it. I'm gone. By the time you try to stop them, tell them you ain't doing something right, they're already at the peak. You know what I mean? And that's what I was mostly talking about, not other stuff.
But don't
see, that's a function.
No, you got to
go ahead, Will. Go ahead, Will.
See, that's a function of. Honestly, let's just call a spade a spade. That's just being with the wrong dude at that point. Because if the dude is into you, if y'all got the connection y'all say y'all got, and y'all into each other, that may happen one time. If you tell him, hey, babe, you know, I said, I need you to pump your brakes a little bit because you got to the finish line a little bit ahead of me. If that's your guy and y'all on that wavelength, he's going to work to make sure that you that's not going to be a frequent occurrence. That's going to be a one-time thing that if it's addressed, you know, at that point, it's going to be worked on. That's not something that's going to happen with your man on a regular basis. Not your man, unless there's something medical going on that's its own set of subject. But honestly, that's just if that happen more than twice with the same dude, that's supposed to be your guy. That ain't your guy.
I don't know a woman who don't say go faster, go slower, go faster, slower, faster. I don't know what I'm doing.
And that's why all that casual fucking ain't all this cracked up to be, because that's what most guys come with.
I mean, but that's different.
You gotta say something to somebody. This shit ain't going right. Period. Point blank. If it ain't going right for you, you gotta say something. You need to slow your ass down. You need to snap back into it.
Right. As a woman that has to deal with the dick, Dave, a lot of men don't know what the fuck they doing. They think they just go in and push, and you can't give a lesson in the middle of that shit. Nobody wants to give lessons.
I will. I'm sorry.
Fuck you can.
No, at that time, I'm summing up that, guess what? Your ass, you just got a failing grade. I'm not a lesson type. I want you to come already. You have studied and you're ready for this shit. I don't give lessons.
That's what I'm saying. But
that's a good train of thought. That's two different schools of thought. You got the woman that's willing to teach and the woman who figure you should already come.
If you're like a guy that fuck a lot of people, you can't ask somebody to come out with a train, because you know how you get trained? You got to fuck a lot of different people. So if you want him to be what you want him to be, you got to train to be what you want him to be. It's like any job in the world. You get trained for that particular job. Every woman is different. You got to teach that nigga how to please you, not how he please other people. Period, point blank.
You can't teach a man how to make love. He needs to go learn that shit for himself. Because
how you gonna learn?
It's emotional. It's emotional. He has to go learn what he likes to do for himself. You can't have him come like a robot and tell him this is what you do, this is what you do, because he's really not doing it from what he really likes.
It's telling him what you like, not what he got to do, but tell him what you like. Like Will said, that man into you, he go do what you like to make sure you are happy. If you just gotta get fucked, you just gotta get fucked. That's it. That's it. If you want a man to really please you, he go please.
Well, let me ask you a question. Carlotta. You don't think that at some point you might want to say something, because let's face it. Let's be honest with this. All of us as men got a set routine, right? We got a set routine, but that routine, what works on Valencia, may not work on you. So I don't know that. You got to kind of tell me that, baby, I don't like my hair being pulled. So, okay, I know, don't pull her hair. I was about to pull your hair.
But what I found is that you can't keep telling people what you like, because then you get like you put yourself in a box where you don't even open up your mind to other stuff you might like, because you already tell them exactly where to go. So I believe
no. That's not true. Listen, you tell him what you like, and then from there y'all expand on what you're talking about, what you like. Because a lot of shit just takes time for a lot of people. Some people, it's bondage, and it's something like bondage. You tell people what you like. You don't have to go all out and just say and be closed-minded about it. You cannot be sitting there getting screwed and not necessarily enjoying what's going on because he off his own little world somewhere. You're crazy as hell. Please.
I guess what she's trying to say is that. I guess what she's trying to say is that she want a man that kind of do some exploring on his own instead of going right to his routine, I guess.
No. I agree with the exploring. Exploring is easy. What I'm saying is, you saying that, A, he may finish too fast, and B, you already done clocked out. If you already done clocked out, you got to tell him what to do to keep you clocked in.
I don't know. I believe just like playing sports, if you are on the defense, communication is the key. I think that if you like something, you got to tell somebody something. Because if I was with a girl and she giving head and she using too much teeth,
Stop.
You not gonna eat me up.
Using hands too much. Listen, baby, I can jack my own dick. You got to tell them what you like.
I don't know how to coordinate the mouth and the hands properly, because if you do it outside of each other, I said you don't turn to the silly putty.
Listen, I can jack my own. Now let me use your hand.
Mario.
Yeah.
Question, please.
All right, next question. All right, where were we? With that being said, let me ask y'all this: Is anal sex considered the norm now, or is it still a taboo type thing? I mean, Valencia, I'm gonna start since you asked to go to the next question. Y'all women out there, are guys asking for this more, or are you into it? I mean, what's the vibe on that on anal sex?
It's a hell no. You ask me, you're going to get your feelings hurt. I'm going to tell you no. If you try, I'm going to cut your ass out and might punch you in your face, depending on where we at. But I think and this may be going off subject, I think in the younger generation, it's more normal because they feel like if they do it, they won't get pregnant. And this is just based off the conversations that I'm hearing amongst my children and their friends. When they come home and tell me these things, it's normal. You know, back in the day when we was out there doing it, anal sex, what the hell is that? That was the nastiest thing in the world. I've never met a guy that has asked me to do it. I guess no. I'm listening to what I'm telling you. I've never met a guy that have asked me to do it, because when we are talking about what we like, I put that out there firsthand. This is what I don't do. Now, if you can't comply with that, then you need to leave me alone. Stop talking to me, because I'm not going to bend my rules for you.
Okay, I got you. What about you, Carlotta? What's your opinion on that?
I think anal sex is the new version of oral sex back in the 80s. In the 80s, everybody thought oral sex was the dirtiest thing in the world, and everybody would not admit to it. Now, you look like a fool if you say you're not into it. Like, what church? You're a Christian? You don't believe in it? You know what I mean? It's the norm now. So I think a lot more people are doing it. They're just not saying it because it's the taboo, just like how oral sex used to be the taboo.
Okay, so Valencia, let me jump this right back before I jump to Dave and Will. So, do you believe if a man asks you for oral sex, then, this is the big thing. You know, if a man asks a woman for oral sex, that means he must be gay because he asking for oral sex. Like, there's no difference between
anal sex.
I mean, the anal sex. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's no difference between a man and a woman. Like, I don't know the difference between a man and a woman. So, do y'all women feel that way? That if he asks you that he got to be gay?
It depends.
It depends.
It depends.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. It's a certain vibe you got to look for.
Right. It's women. We can pretty much tell if he's into something else besides us. But like I said, I put it out there on the table. This is what I'm not gonna do. And I've had people to call me back. I've had people not to call me back. And the ones that didn't call me back, that let me know, hey, this is what you went to. I'm not bending my rules for you because I wouldn't expect you to do the same for me. If it's something that I did or did not do that you didn't like, I'm not going to ask you to comply, go above and beyond. I'm just not going to do it.
So what y'all saying is the way the guy asks you depends on so when he asks you for the anal sex, he asks it like that, hey girl,
No, what I'm saying is when you're talking to a guy, when you're meeting a guy, you can pretty much tell if his mannerisms, his conversations and things like that. It's something that will pretty much, okay, case in point, I met this guy, I'm gonna keep this very short and sweet. This was about 4 years ago. I kind of had a feeling he was into men and women, but I could not put my hands on it. I could not put my hands on it. When I went to his house, I saw toys. And he got a little bit too happy with those toys, and he was rubbing himself with it. So that right there solidified he was into more, not only women, but he was into men as well. So it's something, huh?
You say toys, you mean dildo?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Those little beads.
Ain't going crazy.
Okay, yes, he had those. He had those little beads, whatever the little butt popper thing, whatever that crap is. He had all those in there. He had a lot of crap in there that just kind of threw me off.
So
and I was
you met a man that had dildo and anal beads.
Dude, let me tell you something. It messed me up so bad. Hello, okay.
Good thing went to his house.
That's all you need to know. I couldn't do it because it's something my intuition would not allow me to do anything else. If anything, I kept asking him. I said, "So, what else do you like to do? What else are you into?" Well,
you never slept with this guy though, right?
Never, ever, never, ever. But I had
you went to his house and he was just out and about, or you just went through some shit.
Well, no, he asked me to come over. He asked me to come over.
Stuff was just out. The stuff was just out and about, or you went through something.
Okay, I went into his bedroom, this other bedroom where I normally take my shoes and stuff off. This stuff normally wasn't laying around, but it just so happened it was on the other side of the bed, and I saw it, and I looked through it.
Used or unused?
I don't know. I didn't want to tell. After I saw that shit, I was traumatized. I had to leave. What the hell wrong with you? I had to leave.
I hate to tell you, Mario, it was out the package, probably used.
I don't know, but I was traumatized. I was traumatized behind that. Oh. I just couldn't do it.
Okay, let me go to Will on this one, then I'll get your opinion on the day. So where you stand at how you see the whole anal sex thing? Because it's a big debate, that if a man asks for it, he gotta be gay.
No, I mean to Felicia's point, I said it's one thing to ask for it, and I said you asking for it, was that wearing a tutu and doing all sorts like for instance, you walking in and you see a pack of dildos on the bed. That's something different. I said it's part of a sexual relationship. If you want to have that with your woman, that's fine. If your woman wants to engage in that, that's fine. I said there's nothing wrong with it in and of itself. I said all the other red flags are the red flags that should. All the other red flags are going to be red flags that show up anyway. So that should just be. I mean, to Felicia's point, you walk into any single guy's house and see a dildo. To me, you might as well walk back out because at that point, all your questions been answered.
All right, Dave, come on. Give me your opinion.
Well, I don't think.
Give me your opinion on it.
I'm gonna kind of agree with Carl a little bit. I think it is still is taboo. Cause a lot of people will never admit to it, but last 10 years, more women definitely do it in the last 10 than normal. It could be the rise of everybody watching porn and everybody trying to fit in, but it has changed over the years. And you know damn well I don't think shit gay. I don't know if people think that, cause you know if you don't like it, you don't like it. But just cause you don't like it, don't mean somebody gay because they asked for it. Hell, in this day time, you ain't gotta ask for a lot of time. You just do the shit, and they be already into it. So it's kind of odd. It's an odd combination, but I still think it is kind of a little taboo. But yeah,
so with taboo. Okay, so with that being said, you've been with a woman and just decide you were going, you know what, she ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna put it in there. You've done that, Dave. No questions asked. Just did it.
Yeah, there's certain things you do live to that point, and then you know, so she tell you no, she into it.
So Valencia, let me go back to that. Even though you told a man that you ain't with it, ain't nobody never just try to whip it out on you. Just try to do it.
Nope.
Just try to do it.
No, but
that's what you just said, Dave. When you with a woman, hell, I mean,
it's certain things
just try to
might
do
lead her. It's certain things you do that might lead up to it. See, if she say don't do this, don't do that.
Y'all crazy. No, it's never happened, but I have had a moment where this person was a little bit too excited and accidentally went back there. That shit did hurt.
Yeah, it hurt. It gonna put a show. That shit make you mad.
So, yes, that has happened before. But as far as, intentionally do it, no, I've never had that to happen.
Okay. All right, so.
What you say?
I ain't said that.
Dave? What you say, Dave?
I ain't said nothing at all. Go ahead, keep going.
All right. Any slippages on you, Colada?
Guys always try to pull that shit. Try to act like, oh, it was an accident. All these years you're fucking, you can't find the hole yet. You can't figure out what spot it's in. So that's a move they always try to do. Act like I didn't realize I went down so far. It's a game.
Okay.
All right. So far. You mean, go ahead.
It depends on which way you turned.
All right.
I guess so. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right. With that being said, we're going to leave everything right there.
Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives.
Hi, this is Clifford English, your host and producer of The Gospel Train. Join me every Sunday right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. You will be encouraged, you will be equipped, you will be educated, you will be entertained, all while hearing the best in gospel music. Don't miss your connection with The Gospel Train right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, and click Submit. BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
Hey world, it's your man Precise, and I have great news. The Precise Music app is finally available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry through Amazon and other app stores. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z. Go get it for all things Precise. Powered by BlackVibes.com. I tried to put it off, but I can't. It's on me. Tried to blame the other band, but I can't. It's on me. Stay in tune. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z.
He has performed on stage in front of thousands of poetry lovers. He has sold out shows and rocked the crowd with the best poets in the industry. Welcome to the stage, spoken word artist Patrick Duncan, better known as the Preacher Man.
I am Benjamin P. Montgomery. I invented a goat propeller. I am the former president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela.
Critically acclaimed spoken word artist, poet, writer, and the creator of Black on Purpose poetry TV series Wordplay. Patrick the Preacher Man Duncan is coming to a venue near you.
Why is the only time we can come together as a nation is when there are acts of insanity, chaos, or devastation.
Stay tuned to Beat Break 87 FM for updates on Patrick Duncan's upcoming arrival to your city. Visit cdbaby.com/CD/Patrick S. Duncan to order his latest album, What's Going On. Available online, including CD Baby and iTunes.
I want this high and have no affiliation to a political party. I want this high to be spiritual.
For more info, go to BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Beat Break 87 FM wants to help you get the word out on your next community event.
Hey, do you have an upcoming public service announcement that you want listeners to know about? Well, email us the info to psabeatbreak87@gmail.com so we can help spread the word. That's psabeatbreak87@gmail.com. If your event flyer has the words nonprofit, community, support, charity, and just describes everything about helping our community, please share the special event right here on Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives.
When it comes to hip hop,
Don't stop.
R&B, and talk radio, no one does it better than Beat Break 87 FM.
This portion of Beat Break Radio is only suitable for mature audiences and not suitable for young audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mario, and I would like to welcome you guys into another episode of the Random Select Podcast, the podcast that's all about thought-provoking talk. And today we're going to be talking about sex. This is going to be part 2 in our series of what happens when you talk honestly about sex. And on today's show, we have Carlotta, we have Valencia, we have Dave, and we have Will. And we're not going to waste any time. We're just going to jump right into it. So with that being said, let's go. If everybody lined up, that emotional, physical, and intellectual for the women, is tossing salad cool to y'all when everything lined up? You doing the guy. I'm asking Valencia and Nicola.
No.
You ain't never tossed a guy salad, Valencia.
Well, first you
Different
got
voice.
to define toss the salad. Not everybody listening gonna know what the hell you're talking
I
about.
understand what you asking me. What's your definition of that? Because if it's what I think it is, it's hell no.
The Buddha like
I'm
grocery.
sorry.
I'll say can you groceries?
I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know but two definitions. The real tossing salad and this.
And eat the Buddha like grocery.
Dude,
So your answer, no.
you mean to tell me he want to give... The answer is no. God. What the hell? No. That's nasty.
Wow. Well, like I said, I ain't got to ask the guy, so, I mean...
You know what? Something is wrong with you.
So nobody ain't never tossed your salad?
Dude, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is what we call dead air. So, okay, so we'll move on. Carlotta, that's a question you want to answer, or you just want us to move on?
I think when it comes to that stuff, you gotta be in a deep connection with your partner where you could go to another level and you could go past the mental stuff that's attached to it. When it comes to sex, a lot of that shit, if you really look at it, when you come out of the zone, is nasty. So it depends on your connection and how deep you are into somebody.
All right. So I guess it ain't fair to ask the women and not ask the men. Dave, you believe in tossing salad?
That's a lot of shit I just don't find nasty.
Huh?
It's a lot of things I just don't find nasty.
They just said yes. They just did.
Hey.
All right, Willie J.
No, I can't do it. I can do a lot of stuff, but I can't do that. I can't do that.
Hey.
Can't do it.
The year was 1993, 94.
Okay, so on the flip side, you can't do it, but can you have it done?
No. That's a no-go on both fronts.
That's not true, Will. Come on.
I'm talking about, man. Come on, stop this nonsense, man.
But won't do
it. For me, because, okay, let me just... My way I feel about it is, as a guy, there's only two ways a woman can toss your salad, and both of them are completely emasculating for a guy. Either you got your butt in the air, or you got your legs cut back in the air. So I don't see how that works. I said, I can't do that.
That is true.
I can't do that.
But if you're with your partner and you're comfortable and you don't have to worry about your manhood, it don't matter if you got your legs up in the air.
First of all, it's not necessarily true.
Yeah, right, it ain't true. Okay, hold on. Okay, because Mario, you had to excuse me because I'm about to take over the podcast for a second. So that being said, Carlotta, if you with your man and your deep emotional connection, and he break up the strap on and ask you to put the strap on to him, are you gonna be okay with that?
That's
two different
things,
bro.
Nah, Will, that's two different things right there.
That's two different things.
That's two different things. Will, I mean, that's a whole nother ball game right there. Oh, man.
No, hell no. But
don't knock it till you try it, Will.
Oh, boy, y'all got me in tears over here, boy. Oh my God.
I had to mute mine.
I'm telling you from experience that the first time somebody did me, it wasn't nothing in the air. It just happened. She was going down on me. She went three places there almost at one time. Penis, balls. I was like, what the hell you doing? But I ain't stopping because that's what she wanted to do.
Plus, I'm sure you wanted to see where it's gonna go, right?
Huh?
So you wanted to see where it's gonna go, feeling wise.
First of all, it wasn't no real feeling because it shocked me. I was in shock. What is she doing?
I'm just gonna say, put the rock, I don't do no nasty gutter shit like that. All right, let's move on. So,
I might be a 9.
Oh Lord, next question.
Oh my God. Oh, whew. All right, next question. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. So do y'all think that the porn has changed the way we try to do sex, and we see all these people lasting, half an hour screwing and then shooting cum across the room and women squirting all across the room. You think we go in with unrealistic expectations with our partner, thinking that we or them supposed to be able to duplicate that?
Yeah, I think people don't realize all that stuff is acting. All that stuff is prepping. And you have all these young kids going out trying to mimic it. Guys think they're supposed to be like those people. Guys wondering why their dick ain't as big as the videos. I have all these people running around buying pumps and creams and all kind of shit when they don't realize that it's an act. It's not real. It's cut up into bits and pieces and put back together. And you've got all these women doing all these acrobatic bullshit, thinking, and that's the phrase they love to tell you. You must not be tearing it up in the bedroom, because the porn stuff show all this unnecessary stuff that half the stuff don't even really do anything. Why you need to fuck somebody standing on their head? Is that necessary?
Oh, yeah,
so you ain't never busted open while doing a handstand?
No. I don't think there's no pleasure in that.
Okay, what about you, Vanessa?
You ain't tried it. Y'all know ain't no pleasure in that. You gotta try it first.
Oh, them chicks do all that stuff because they're getting paid. Take away the money, half of them tell you go fuck yourself.
I'm going to say this. It depends on who you are with. It depends on who you're with and that person's stamina. If your stamina is equivalent to that individual, y'all can have some fun. Now, have I done some crazy shit? Absolutely. Absolutely. Have fun doing it.
Okay. All right. Well, what about you, Dave? Porn, you think it influenced how we looking at sex these days?
No problem. I'm pretty sure when people watch it, it's more easily accessible these days. So, I'm pretty sure. Probably also, like I said, the rise of anal sex is because of porn, I believe. But, to each his own, man. Listen, when you're in the bedroom, man, you're here to have fun. All the other shit, intellectual, all the other shit, that's good. But when you got there, when you doing your thing, man, y'all ain't doing calculus. Y'all try to make each other nut as many times you possibly can.
Okay, all right, I got you. Give me your take on it. Will, he don't eat his vegetables. Go ahead.
No, I mean, yes. I mean, everybody has watched something on video and have at least had the inkling of an idea to try something. I said the only thing I'll say is that watch porn with the same way that you might watch, LeBron James dunk a basketball. It's a great idea. You might not be able to do that. So just look at it the same way. So there's some things you can take take supporters, but you can't. Like I said,
I don't agree with that either. You can do it. Sometimes you can try.
Let him finish, Dave.
You can try. But to go to callers or go out on the reports, it's like, no. I said, you watching stuff, one, the same way we watch a football game, basketball game. Those are professional athletes. They get paid to do this. They train to do this. The same way the porn actors do. They train to do this. I said, this is what they do. When they clock in at 9 o'clock in the morning, they clock in to do this, and they clock out at 5 when they finish. This is what they do. They got technology and stuff. This is their industry. So you might not be able to do all the stuff you see on TV. You can try. It's free. It's a free country. Try it. I said, you might like it. It might work. But I'm just saying, if you see something, and as Eddie Murphy said, back in the damn row, you see Desmond St. John swinging his stuff around on his shoulder, and you ain't got that, that's okay. You can't do that particular thing. Do something else.
See, the problem I got with all of that is that when it comes to porn, and let's say you've been around, and I ain't saying for the young kids, because maybe the young kids don't know, but when you get our age and you understand how certain things work and your body work and how bacteria and all this type of stuff work, because on porn, you'll see that, listen, follow me where I'm going now. On porn, you will see a guy go in her backside, then turn around, put it in her front side. In real life, if you know anything, you would give her some type of bacteria infection if you did that without a condom and all that type of stuff. So I'm saying, as you get older, logically, you start thinking about stuff from a standpoint where you just know this ain't right to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you younger, you might don't know all that, but as you get older, you just know that, because the one thing we can't see is how much clinics these people spend time in. You know what I mean? So I believe it do influence, but I think the older you get, the more logical thinking you get, and it change how you look at stuff.
And again, that goes back to who you're with. And it, like you said, it comes with maturity. At the same age, I mean, I would hope that women know that you can't go from the back to the front like that, because that's ludicrous. As far as stamina is concerned, of course they can't go an hour. I've yet to meet a dude that can go an hour. But at the same time, if you got, excuse me, I didn't hear that.
Okay, wait a minute, stop. Pause 1 minute.
What?
So not for you. I'm going to Dave. So Dave, you saying that you're Mr. Hour-long man. I want to hear you say this on record right now.
It's just what I am.
Okay. I'm going to say this.
Call any ex I ever dealt with, they'll tell you the same thing. Ow, nigga, it's, first of all, because it ain't all about pumping. First of all, you got to have control. It's called, Kegel exercises. Back in the day, you got to have control. And sometimes you feel yourself coming, you got to learn how to slow down a little bit. It might do something else. You might slow down, go down, then come back and start over. It ain't necessarily all about pumping straight, an hour straight. It's about having sex for over an hour. Yes, that's easy.
I think he missed my statement. But anyway, go ahead, go to the next question, sir.
Mario asked me a question.
No, I asked him a question, but I just learned that depending on who you with, like they say, if y'all got some type of emotional connection where the woman kind of is into you and she stays wet for that long, then I guess maybe it can happen. But over time, if you stay somewhere too long, at some point she's gonna dry out, and I mean. And it's just going to be a uncomfortable thing on both sides of the fence.
That's why KY made KY. It's stuff you can still use to get the back right.
I don't know. Some women, after a certain amount of time, they become uncomfortable to them. They'll either tell you, finish your bid, no, we done here.
Yeah, because if you're using KY, you're trying to use something fake, because your brain ain't kicking in no more for the real thing. If the real thing stops, that's because your brain is tuning out. KY could come all at once, but your brain is out.
Hey, a lot of things you can do to keep it going, but that's cool.
Yeah, KY more popular from the working girl point of view.
Woo, okay.
Not for when you try to be with your mate. You ain't gonna just keep KY in until he fuck you raw,
So y'all telling me?
Well, this podcast went left.
So hold on. So y'all ain't got nothing, no lubricants on deck, nobody.
Okay.
No, you can, but as you get older and you learn what's
I'm
going
saying-
on, you learn KY is at the bottom of the barrel, man.
I'm saying that, but I'm just saying though. I'm saying lubricant in general. Nobody got no lubricants at all. All y'all.
Oh yeah. You got lubricants.
You have
but,
to have that, but what I'm saying is, from a stamina standpoint, in regards to what Carlotta was saying, after 45 minutes, my body is like, okay, babe, do what you need to do.
Now, if your body shut down, that's fine.
You know what? You're a selfish bastard, okay?
No, I'm just saying. You ain't got to go. If your body shut down, at that point, you can just perform oral. We be good. I'll be good with that. Come what you want. Come what you want.
Well, I guess they say you in that what they say that 10 percentile that you'd say on grade A test, you in that 10 percentile. That I guess I don't know. That to me that's a long time. By that time, you would hope that y'all that energy best saved on regrouping and going for the next round instead of trying to make it last 45 minutes.
She said 45. You can't go 45.
Dude, I can go 45. That's not a problem.
No, the woman can always go 45.
I ain't talking about man.
I can top out in an hour depending on what's going on, but at the same time,
Exactly.
let's be logical about this thing. I know my body. One thing as a woman, when you get older, when you start introducing KY and all this other kind of stuff, you are basically setting yourself up for infections and stuff like that. And that's something I ain't trying to do because, some women are sensitive than others. Miss Kitty is different.
And that's the point I was trying to make. When you get older, you start looking at stuff from a logical standpoint, and it's hard to have that pure, unadulterated fun like you used to have, because now you're grown, and logic come into play when it comes to a lot of stuff now. So, I mean, I know what you're saying there. You're supposed to get in there and have fun, mix it up, and do whatever. But as you get older, it's hard to let your brain just, I'm going to be done tonight. Come on, baby. You know what I mean? It's hard to do that as you get older. So, all right. So, yes, with that being said, let's go into that. All orgasms, the same, or you have those ones that just break you all out. Because for women, I've heard and I've understood that they'll have that one where they just said, I did it, and then they'll have that one where the eyes closed, toes curled, they seeing blue sparks, and so I guess it's more of a women question. Because for us men, it could be on a hot day in the back of a photo pickup with bare feet and no clothes, or we'll find a way to bust. But for women, what does it take to really get y'all to that real orgasm, Carlotta?
It's an emotional bond for me. If I'm not really feeling you and it's just a physical thing, it's just going to be basic. But if it's an emotional bond, then it goes, I guess in my mind it feels like it releases some extra hormones that just make it extra powerful.
Okay. Valencia, what about you? What it take to get you to that moment where you just about to say, I'm about to destroy Pompeii again, the volcano about to erupt?
Well, see, with women, it's two types of orgasms. It's a clitoral orgasm and it's a different type of, I forgot the name of the clinical term for it. It depends on which one I get. So, it just depends.
Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the one when I'm with my partner. That's the one I prefer.
So it don't matter whether it's the clit or vaginal, as long as you're with your partner?
Yes.
Okay, so with that being said, Carlotta, what about you? Clit or vaginal orgasm?
Both, as long as it's the right person. As I said, it's emotional. If it's emotional, it don't matter which one.
Okay, so I know the guys, can bust on the end of circumstances, but let me ask you from this time. Have you ever been with a woman where no matter what you did, you just couldn't get yourself to that point? Dave?
I wouldn't say couldn't get myself to that point, but yeah, I could say couldn't get myself to that point. Yeah, I've been with one.
Will, what about you? You ever had a moment where you just say, I don't care what she look like or what she doing, I just can't do it?
Yeah, I've had that experience before. It just didn't click, and go back to one of them my other topics, things happen, teeth in the wrong places, wrong things going on. At that point, you just kind of, at that point, the whole experience has been kind of shut down at that stage.
Okay, let me ask you this question, and we'll move on to the next thing. Have you ever had that moment where you wanted it so bad, but for whatever reason, your little buddy was like, I can't get up for it, and you going, why? What's wrong? You ever had that moment where it just couldn't?
1993, 94, James P. Brawley Road. Oh, man, that's terrible. I'll never get that day. Never tried twice, 2 different times, couldn't do it.
Yeah, couldn't get it up. What about you, Will? You had a moment where you just, for whatever reason, everything was right. Your mind said you wanted it. She was willing, but for some reason, your friend just wouldn't cooperate.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's happened to every guy, though, at least once. Because just, you answer the call 99% of the time. There's always going to be one. Just, I said, I don't remember the date, time, and place and street like Dave do, but I know it's happened.
Sunday afternoon. Mark was downstairs talking to her friend. I was upstairs, couldn't do nothing. I hate that day. I'll never forget that day. I brag so much too.
So let me ask you this, Carlotta, and like I said, and then we'll go to the next question. On a percentage-wise, how many times do you think you've been with a man and never had an orgasm, percentage-wise? You know, because y'all always swear that either sometimes y'all fake it or you'll just go through the motions, but how often are you not coming?
Maybe 40%, but I don't fake it. I just don't come at all. I'm not going to pretend to make him feel good.
Okay, so after he busts, what are you looking at? I mean, what are you saying to him? It's me, it's not you. You know, you giving him that speech?
Yes, I usually do that.
Let me just say for the record, every time y'all get that speech, y'all know deep down inside we do not give a damn.
I know, and that's and sometimes I don't even try to give the speech. I just let it go to see if they'll even notice, and some of them don't notice.
So, quick question: if you with the person you claim you got to be with to be emotional, physical, emotional, and intellectual, and you still not having an orgasm, that's a high number.
I think you're thinking. I think you're thinking of relationship, but when you first meet somebody and you're trying to deal with them, yes, you're having casual sex with them because you think it's going somewhere. That's what I'm basing it off of. You're not really in a full, deep relationship yet, but you're on the way to that point, and that's when you start to realize that you're not compatible with them sexually, or you just not feeling them completely, and that's how you know, okay, I'm gonna get rid of you. You know, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a relationship where you say this is my boyfriend and I'm having problems in it. So.
Okay, what about you, Lindsay? Well, give me a percentage of the times you think that, you know, when you have sex, that you're not coming.
Let's see. Let me take back to my marriage. I'm saying about 40%. Yeah, 40% when I was married. Now I don't play that these days. No, you gonna know. If I didn't, you gonna know. I'm just vocal about it.
I got to give y'all women credit, because do y'all know how higher the divorce rate will be if out of every 10 times we screw, we only bust a nut 6 times?
Man.
6 times. Y'all don't understand how high this sound?
I mean,
if that was the case,
I'm using my marriage as an example. That's what I'm basing off of, because after I divorced, I'm telling you straight up what you didn't do, what you did do. That's just how I am. One thing I made a vow when I was in my marriage, I am not going to lay there and not be satisfied. I'm just not going to do it. You're crazy as hell.
But you'll be surprised how many women out there right now married are not satisfied. And a lot of men are doing that one-sided fuck. And that's what's going on in a lot of marriages, why people ain't happy.
Okay, that goes back to y'all got to goddamn say something. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you.
But it's hard to say something when a lot of women feel that especially if that type of guy is providing a lot for the woman, you know, helping up with the kids and paying bills and stuff, because a lot of women feel like in today's world, which is true, who else you going to find to help you do this stuff? So a lot of women just deal with it and rather go get somebody on the side before they say something. That's the goddamn truth.
I mean, I know. I hear it all the time. I hear it from my female friends. I get it. I understand. I ain't mad at them. But as a single black woman, sorry.
So your female friends will tell you they not having orgasms either.
I'm sorry?
You think your female friends will tell you they not having orgasms either?
Yeah, with their husband, yeah. They'll fake it. Because they know he gonna pay their mortgage, he
Because
gonna pay their car note, he gonna take care of them kids. They gonna do what they gotta do to make sure that money coming.
And it's not only money. A lot of it is emotional. If you're in a marriage and the man is not doing their part, and you feel you're not getting enough attention, he's not giving enough to you, you're giving more than him, a lot of women have resentment. So when they get to the bed, that's the only power they have. They don't want to fuck. But some of them feel, okay, let me do it just to keep peace. And so you have a one-sided sex because she has resentment, but she lets you do it anyway. She ain't even trying to get an orgasm. She's just trying to get you to bust so you leave her the fuck alone.
So you trying to tell me your happiness is so unimportant that you willing to put your happiness, your satisfaction, your pleasure on the back burner and be that way for years?
Because what happens a lot of times is the woman will try to say there's a problem first. The man will kind of work with it, then they'll eventually go back into their routine. After a while, guys don't care what it is. They see everything as nagging. And some women don't want to nag. They want to keep peace, so they stop complaining because they see nothing is getting resolved. Then it turns into, I remember my aunt, my uncle used to say, my aunt would think she's slick. She would go clean the kitchen at night and just keep cleaning until he'd fall asleep, and he noticed the pattern. A lot of marriages are messed up that way, where the woman just trying to avoid going there and having sex. Why? Because it's one-sided. You start making love to a woman from the moment you wake up in the morning. The way you interact with her is what stimulates her for her to want to deal with you at night. So you can't ignore her and treat her like shit all day, and then at night you tap her on the shoulder till her turn over. And that's where a lot of women will say, look, I don't want to piss him off. I want peace. I'll lay here and I'll pretend I came just to please him. But it won't last long because eventually it's leading down to divorce somewhere if you don't fix it.
Did I miss something? Is it where it's only our job to kind of go back and forth to have an interaction where we might lead to sex? When it just becomes solely our job.
Well, I don't agree with that. That's what I was getting ready to say once Carlotta finished. It's one of those things. It has to be a form of communication there. It can't be one-sided. I just don't believe in it. I told my ex-husband, listen, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. We got this, that, and the third going on. And when he didn't want to make provisions, guess what? You went to sleep on your own. I'm not finna keep doing that, and it's nobody, no marriage, no even relationship, and let's just think outside of marriage. No relationship, if I am intimate with you, I should not suffer, nor should you suffer. It should be a communication across the board.
But I think it's a phase. Everybody goes through certain stages before you get to the point where you're not doing anything, and then it leads to, well, you know what, we can't be married anymore.
Okay, I agree with that part. All right, go ahead, Dave.
But certain things are not necessarily, like you said, you got to do things lead up to the bedroom. But at the same time, you got to do things also lead up to the bedroom. You'll be amazed if you start something where somebody might finish. If somebody ain't used to doing certain things a certain way, they're not going to do it. Sometimes you can change people's habits if you make an attempt. If they don't know, they don't know. So if you want, I don't know, if you want somebody to caress you during the daytime, walk up to that person and hug on that person too. He might hug you back. He might kiss you on the neck. He might do certain things way before that happens.
I've been married for 20 years. I was married for 20 years. I tried all of that shit. If you can't keep pushing yourself on a man, after a while emotionally it makes the woman feel less of a woman. That man has to make some of the move. I'm not going to come over and suck your dick in the middle of a game to get your attention. I'm not going to come curl beside you to make you feel that he got to do something too. After a while when he stops, don't do anything. You got to do all this. That's when you go to somebody else.
Won't do though. I always say
maybe that's that man.
Shit. Suck your dick doing the game.
No, I ain't no damn freak whore. I'm not gonna distract you.
You married.
Because guess what? When you start sucking dick during a game, that man expect you to keep doing that shit all the damn time. And he got to learn that he needs to put something out there too. It's not one.
Okay, so the compromise to this is you give him head during the game, and he'll go down on you while you cutting coupons.
No, for women, it's not physical. It's not physical. It's emotional.
No, that's not true. That's not true all the time.
For some women, it's emotional. You can't ignore me all day and walk around act like I don't exist, like Alvin and Peg. And then
it's a game with me.
What year you checked out?
It's a game with me. I'm sorry. I don't know. I think it and again, it's that person. It depends on who that individual is, who that person is. I just know for me, if I'm into you like that, I don't mind teasing you. I don't mind texting you, sending you a picture, something like that. Hell, I don't mind giving you head during the fucking game. Don't mind doing it. And we'll stop in the middle of it. And you're like, babe, for real, you gonna stop? Yep, I'm gonna stop. So once this game is over with, you know what you're getting ready to come up to. So it's that person. It's that communication. Huh?
But what if you have the man that is one-sided? How long are you going to keep teasing him before you realize you're not getting nothing back from him?
When the red flag comes up, I'm 86 in your ass. I'm not playing with you. I don't have time for it. See, I'm a communicator. I am a communicator. I believe wholeheartedly on both sides. We should be able to communicate what we need and what we want. If we cannot come to a common ground, we need to go separate ways. It's no need of us staying in something that's not working. I don't care if it's just a fuck friend relationship or a marriage. You need to open your mouth and let it be known what's not working. I'm sorry. That's just how
that's the problem, where some people will get comfortable with you giving and they don't want to give back. And that's the kind of issues that I'm talking about, where the guy will get comfortable with being teased, but he don't think he should do nothing back.
Do you not understand the way you're saying, though? You're very comfortable with somebody giving to you and you're not giving back. It's two-way street. But hold on real quick, Valence. If you're giving the head in the middle of the game and you stop before he comes, at that point in time, in my mind, the game goes off. We got unfinished business.
That's my tactic. That's my tactic. See, as a woman,
game goes off. We got unfinished business.
As a woman, I know my power and I know my worth when it comes down to certain stuff.
I check the final score, guys. I can check the final score. Yeah.
All right, Will, chime in real quick, Will. We haven't heard from you in a while. Go ahead, give us your opinions on this.
Well, I was enjoying the conversation, but I mean, I see both sides of the issue, and I mean, the bottom line of it is all the stuff that Alicia and Dave and Clark saying about do the things for your partner during the day, do the little things and do it. I said, you should do those things. And to Blanche's point, when you find out that as you do those things, there's no return, there's no reciprocation of it, it's time for that hard talk, and it's time to go if you need to go. I mean, I don't wish for anyone to be in some situation where you're constantly giving, constantly trying to meet somebody in the middle, and they never come into the middle. It's an unfortunate result, but sometimes some things just have to end. I mean, that's just the bottom line. I mean, but don't let that bad person define how you treat every other relationship for the rest of your life. Because now you've taken a bad experience. You've taken that baggage to some place to where you might be messing up something that was meant to work down the road, but because this one guy, woman that screwed something up, said, now you treat everybody else, well, you know what? I ain't going out like that no more, so I'm just going to do me. And now you screwing up stuff. So, I mean.
You have to see the guy you even with before you can get that far. Is he like that? Is he flirtatious or not? Do he like touching you or caressing you or not way before you get to this point? Because if the guy already like this sometimes, as a woman, you say you ain't doing this, he got it in his mind, I ain't doing this either. So if both y'all going, I ain't doing this to satisfy her, I ain't doing this to satisfy him, y'all is shit for no reason but the fuck and pay bills. So you can't get mad if your mindset is, I ain't doing this, and his mindset is, I ain't doing that to please both of y'all. That's retarded to me. At some point, you got to open up and do something a little different than that. You can't keep doing the same shit over no respect of the work.
That's going to do that. But if you don't get participation, that's when you realize that, okay, this ain't going to work. You're going to at first try and see how they respond. But some people, you have to admit, are selfish. They will receive, but they don't think in their mind they should put any effort into giving back.
And in all honesty, and not to be rude or cruel, but truth be told, maybe both of y'all checked out a relationship at the same damn time, and maybe he just checked out you more than you did. Maybe he just didn't give a fuck no more. Period, point blank.
No, I think sometimes men are just selfish. Men get caught up. Men get caught up into themselves, and Dave, you don't have a pussy to know this, but men do get caught up into receiving pleasure because it's so much easier for them that a lot of times they don't really think about the pleasure of a woman. It takes a guy that has to have more of a conscience to say, wait a minute, let me slow my shit down to make sure, look out for the woman.
I don't have a pussy, true, but I am a man.
But you don't know what it's like on the woman's side. It does take effort to deal with the woman because we take a little longer than y'all, and we're more emotional.
No, it takes effort, but today's point, that's not a male issue. That's a bad man issue. That's not an issue because I have a penis. I'm prone to doing it. That's because that's just the wrong joker. I mean, that's just. That's all it is. That's it.
And that's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about a good man. I'm talking about the bad guys that are out there that stuff don't work with.
Truth of the matter is, if a dude is, like Dave said, if a dude is into you, and Will said that, and he want to spend some time and he care about how you feeling about something, and once again, it's been communicated that what you like and what you don't like, and are you that affectionate type person? Because what I've learned is women scream and talk about affection and romance, but it's only on their side that they want us to give it to them. You know what I mean? Because I've learned that when a woman has to be romantic, and I'm not saying all women, I find out that most women think romance is they gave us some snatch. That's romance to them. Yeah. So we got to go all out for romance.
But a lot of times when women do romance towards men, they don't really even realize it's romance. So you got to really screen it from both sides.
It's the person you're dealing with. It's the real people you're dealing with at this point in time.
You can't go you can't make a nice meal for a man and the first thing he says, damn, I need more salt. You know what I mean? You gotta connect that she's trying to be romantic and deal with it a certain way. So
Will say you would have fucked up person. I'm just gonna put it like you just would have fucked up person.
No, I mean, but in her defense, let's just face it, not all men are up on things, and now maybe we can only say certain things because we at a certain age now, but maybe when you were 21, you didn't feel this way. Maybe when you were 21, you were just busting and lusting and get on up out of there, you didn't care about if she came or not.
Shit,
I mean, 21. Right or wrong, when you were 21, you felt the way you feel right now at 40?
I mean, no, but to that point though, you're in a different mindset because at 21, I mean, and I can't speak for everybody on the phone, but for most 20-year-olds, generally speaking, 80% of what you were doing was casual. I said you weren't necessarily falling in love and getting to that point. I mean, if you got there, you probably thought about it when you got to that point when you said you love somebody. You thought of those things, but you just walking around a college campus somewhere and just basically, just taking your shots. You're taking your shots. You're not thinking about that. I mean, to your point, I mean, as you get older, you start, you start retiring out the, I'm just trying to, not stuff on the bedpost to, I need to find something for real. Your mindset changes. But I can't criticize someone for being in a casual sex mind state and doing casual sex things. And if you come across that person, and that's 30 and 40 year olds, that's 50, 60 year olds in the casual sex thing. Let me not say it's an age thing, but when you find out you're with the person you're talking to is a casual sex person, and you not, hey, shake hands, whatever. If you want to be friends with benefits, go for it. But just know you're not getting the things you need from the casual sex person necessarily, because they looking for different stuff than you are. If you're looking for this deep emotional connection and relationship and stuff, and you see the person you're talking to, and and I know a lot of women that do just be honest with me, and the guy's honest with them, and then they don't believe it when the guy is honest with them. They say, no, I just want to screw. And when you find out it's true, it's like, how could you? I told you from the beginning, that's what I wanted to do. You assumed you could change my viewpoint of life, and if somebody say that's what they want to do, and that's what they want to do, hey, leave it alone. Because you can't get mad at someone who wants casual sex because they want casual sex and lets you know about it up front. If they screwing around with you, that's a different story. But if you two grown adults and that talk has been had, you can't get mad because they have a different viewpoint than you do at that stage. At that point, you got to accept the risk.
But you got to also keep in mind, too, that from their point of view as the women, they must run across a lot of cracks. So we only judge, see, Dave and you and me only judge because you know how you are. They know how he is, and he say, okay, he please women, he can go 45 minutes, but you got to keep in mind that you are not in the norm, and they must run across a lot of guys who just don't cry, just want to bust it, bro, and don't give a crap. And you gotta admit, you can say, okay, just don't deal with that guy. But some guys are really damn good at putting up fronts until they get to a certain point and then bounce. And y'all know that for a fact. So sometimes it's hard for them to judge who is the right person to cause guys can keep it up. Shit, we've seen guys that keep it all the way up until they marry some damn body. So, I mean, for them, I would imagine it's hard. But going back to Dave's point, it got to be communication.
All right. With that being said, we're going to leave everything right there.
This is Atlanta's new underground station.
How you doing? This is Wood Harris.
Hi, this is Jasmine Guy.
What's going on in Atlanta? This is Clifton Powell.
Hey guys, it's Niecy Nash from TV Land's The Soul Man. This is Cat Williams.
Check this out. This your boy RL from NEXT.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Lunel.
What's up, ATL? It's your girl Ken of Atlantic Records.
Hi, I'm Taraji P. Henson.
WBS 87 Atlanta, WAEN FM Atlanta, WBHH, and on iHeartRadio, home of the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey, DJ Rollum, and the Wake Up Ladies. Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives. Streaming online at BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
A Reach One communications station.
Download the TuneIn app to hear Beat Break 87 FM on your mobile device and listen to the Beat Break Morning Show. Weekday mornings only on Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives.
What's up, ATL? Make sure that you check out the D Here Radio Show on Beat Break 87 and BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Hey world, it's your man Precise, and I have great news. The Precise Music app is finally available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry through Amazon and other app stores. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z. Go get it for all things Precise. Powered by BlackVibes.com. I tried to put it off, but I can't. It's on me. Tried to blame the other man, but I can't. It's on me. Stay in tune. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, and click Submit. BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
Listen to Beat Break 87 FM on the go. Download the Beat Break 87 FM app from the app marketplace, including Amazon, Google Play, and the App Store. View photos, videos, and Beat Break 87 shows on your mobile device. Download the Beat Break 87 FM app now for free.
He has performed on stage in front of thousands of poetry lovers. He has sold out shows and rocked the crowd with the best poets in the industry. Welcome to the stage, spoken word artist Patrick Duncan, better known as the Preacher Man.
I am Benjamin P. Montgomery. I invented a boat propeller. I am the former president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela!
Critically acclaimed spoken word artist, poet, writer, and the creator of Black on Purpose poetry TV series Wordplay. Patrick the Preacher Man Duncan is coming to a venue near you.
Why is the only time we can come together as a nation is when there are acts of insanity, chaos, or devastation.
Stay tuned to Beat Break 87 FM for updates on Patrick Duncan's upcoming arrival to your city. Visit cdbaby.com/CD/Patrick S. Duncan to order his latest album, What's Going On. Available online, including CD Baby and iTunes.
I want this high and have no affiliation to a political party. I want this high to be spiritual.
For more info, go to BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Wake up weekday mornings to the Beat Break Morning Show and nod your head in bed to the 360 Mix Show. Weeknights on Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives.
This portion of Beat Break Radio is only suitable for mature audiences and not suitable for young audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mario, and I would like to welcome you guys into another episode of the Random Select Podcast, the podcast that's all about thought-provoking talk. And today we're going to be talking about sex in our series of what happens when you talk honestly about sex. And on today's show, we have Carlotta, we have Valencia, we have Dave, and we have Will. And we're not going to waste any time. We're just going to jump right into it. So with that being said, let's go.
Quick question. You two, the two women, because this is a debate that me and Mario be having all the time. Have y'all ever been choked doing sex?
Oh, here we go.
Ever been what?
No, I'm glad you brought this up. Let's talk about this. I'm going to end up having to split this up into 2 episodes, but let's talk about this.
Have y'all ever been choked
I didn't hear the question. Choke?
Have you ever been choked doing sex?
No, you got to be the freaky type that is into that.
No. Let me put this out here properly, because it ain't just that simple as being choked.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put it out right, Will. It ain't that simple, right?
Hey, this you and Dave. Go with it.
Okay, all right. It ain't that simple. Now, let me ask you a question. Say Valencia and Carlotta, if you was having sex with someone and y'all was having a good time, y'all doing whatever, feeling, whatever, and unbeknownst to you, somebody is, y'all doing it from, let's say, doggy style, from behind, right? And then for no warning, no reason or whatnot, he just take a pillowcase, put it over your head, and start choking you.
I know it's about choking.
No.
Look, that's a damn serial killer. That's a potential killer.
It's about choke.
That's somebody trying to bury a little urge to try to fucking kill somebody.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Would you just go with that?
Hell
or would
no.
you...
Hell no. That's that serial killer.
Or would you be terrified once he let you go put your clothes on and get the hell out of there?
Yeah, because guess what? You might have been his first victim. He trying to practice. He trying to slowly get that first little urge out of him with you.
Exactly. That shit is not normal.
A year later,
for nobody.
you might have a body under the damn basement.
That's what it's not normal for nobody. You having a good time, he hitting you from the back, then all of a sudden.
I ain't never said it was wrong. Some people do different stuff.
Dave, ain't nobody into no shit like that, man. That's killer shit, Dave.
Serial killers have to start somewhere.
Oh, that's funny.
Dave. Nobody. If you did that to a woman, she was going to get it to her car. She say, it's okay. She go cool. She going to get to the car and call the police on your ass. Because she going to swear you tried to kill her.
Oh, no. She ain't dead. She good.
Yeah.
That's one of them fetishes that you get pulled in slowly.
I thought we were talking about choking.
Somebody going to be dead on you.
No, hell no.
Hey, Will, when he brought up choking, ain't that what you thought he was talking about?
Okay. Oh, but choking falls into the same category.
Yes.
Because you just can't.
No. That's y'all mind. To me, it don't. To the person
cannot
that does,
be.
It don't. If y'all don't do it, it's the category of fall in.
Oh, so choking her and suffocating her are two different things to you.
You ain't suffocating nobody no goddamn pillowcase. Can't suffocate nobody no pillowcase. No, you can't.
Are you crazy?
I'm telling you, according to the coroner, it's the same cause of death.
Hey, you gotta learn how to pull back. Can't go the whole time. You got a good 20, 30 seconds of that. Then let it go.
Yeah, tell it to all them people that already died from that.
Dave, you just said 20 or 30 seconds of nobody not breathing.
They can't breathe in the. You can breathe in the goddamn pillowcase. You just can't.
Have you had one put over your head to know?
No.
Yeah.
You can't breathe in the pillowcase.
Yeah, he needs to be the victim once in a while. See what it's
Oh shit.
Including the hitting from the back part. So go ahead.
My theory on life though, for real, some real shit. I ain't met a woman that told me don't do it.
And these are people who came back.
They ain't come back.
Yeah.
No, they ain't come back.
Okay. So
they ain't come back.
Let's say
this.
Hold on, the real question was, let me get back to the original question. The question is, have y'all ever had a man just put his hand around y'all throat and choke? You ain't saying choking to death. It's a light choke. It's a light choke doing sex.
No.
They have either one of y'all.
Nope.
I swear to God, Dave, I've never had the urge while you making love to somebody say, you know what, I'm going to choke this bitch.
I'm just making love shit. I'm out fucking somebody and got them just...
Okay, Dave, even whatever you doing, I'm telling you,
That ain't normal.
Yeah, you gotta. That's a fetish, and you gotta prepare the person for it.
To be mid-stroke, and all of a sudden grab her by the throat and restrict her breathing.
All of a sudden, you work your way. First of all, you don't try to breathe. You just work your way up with your hand from the breast on up, and it's a slow thing. Y'all, one day y'all do understand.
Oh, I get what you're saying. You say, okay, so what you say, I get it now. I see how you do it. What you do, you take your fingers and you work your way up, and right before you get to her neck, you spell with your fingers, I'm gonna choke you. And then you just choke her.
You'll be amazed at what women like they don't know yet.
Yeah, you mean when she in a casket.
Dave, Dave, you gonna go back and listen to this.
Yet. I'm 42, ain't nobody died yet. Shit.
Hey, you gonna go back and listen to this, you're gonna say, wait a minute. If we were playing this and somebody else was saying this, and it wasn't you say that boy ain't quite right now.
And how would he feel if you flip it around and the woman was just so playing with you and all of a sudden a dildo was up your ass? Would you look at it the same way?
No, keep trying to call it a dildo with choking somebody. They ain't the same thing at all.
No, they
talking about the suddenness of it. They just saying, out of the blue.
But it's an act that comes out the blue that apparently...
Ain't no such thing as out the blue a penis up your ass. Ain't no such thing as out the blue.
It's still a sneak move that you don't expect.
Let's say she was tossing your salad. You say you don't mind that, right? And while we'll say, well, your legs are spread and your legs up in the air wide open, right? While your eyes all closed, you in and then you just get a sharp.
What the hell wrong with y'all?
Dave, you did it to yourself.
Yeah, you said your mind, and so she just say, like you said, sometimes.
Hold on.
Sometimes she gotta know. You gotta have it done to you, so you'll know what you like or not. That what you just said. They gotta have done to them.
I already know. I'm like, who? Kalana? I'm like one of y'all. I already tell them up front when I don't do no shit like that.
Yeah.
But listen,
okay. Hold on, Dave.
You tell me you never been choked during sex in your lifetime.
Nope.
God, y'all some goddamn. Woo.
Come on, Dave. Okay, Dave.
So you been with a woman and the woman just decided to choke you?
Yes.
It didn't happen on the case.
I don't know how this went from a sex podcast to Confessions of a Serial Killer. I don't know.
But see, I'm trying to make Dave understand this. And Dave, I'm gonna use an analogy that me, you, and Mario all understand because we all like the show. We all remember the episode of The League where Homeboy was with his girl and she decided to stick her thumb up his ass because she wanted to. He didn't want to, obviously. But it just happened because she was like, you know what? I feel like sticking my thumb up his ass. And what did
that lead to? What did that lead to?
Shit like that though.
But what did that lead to for them? A divorce.
How many women would say choke you? Goddamn, choke me.
Yeah. Yes, but okay, that's when you said they said. You say just do it, don't even ask.
Just do it.
I've done it without asking. Yeah, shit. They ain't never say no. They ain't never stop nothing. Just some people like certain shit. And some people
you say you done that to the pillowcase, didn't ask.
I met the pillowcase thing with just one person, with two people, but white girl, I just want to try some shit. White girl, I want to try some shit. It worked out.
I don't think I would have told anybody that day. I would have kept that secret.
There ain't no secret.
You sound like a damn killer right now. You really do.
She ain't dead. Not only she ain't died, it was from a casual sex thing. So she would want a relationship with me. I told her no, cause we had an agreement that it was gonna be just a sex thing. So no.
You told her no, cause you figured one day I'm gonna fuck around and kill you.
This sound you hear is the law order. Doom doom.
I have to bail his ass out of jail. That was
You gonna get caught up one time and fuck around and really think she can't breathe through she can breathe through the pillowcase. You gonna get one of them old thick 1,000 thread count pillowcases. She gonna be dead as hell.
I ain't got that. I can't afford it. I get my shit from Walmart. You can breathe through that shit.
I sure wish I could just be there to see somebody just run up on you and pillowcase your ass and see how you feel without telling you. Just pillowcase your ass. You be there kicking and screaming like a.
I got bad news for y'all. When a woman just say, there's a lot of shit you can just do. Like you talking all the time, act shit when you're doing say, you get the truth more times than not. Cause people be in different shit.
No, I agree with you 100%. But I'm just saying, just throwing a pillowcase on her without telling her, Dave, that woman will freak the fuck out.
Not really. You been ready? Not really.
But listen, if you was in there and somebody just throw a pillowcase up your head, would you just freak out?
Man, dude was just goddamn figure post quick.
It's easy saying it when you know. It's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You can say it here, boy. You into what you doing. There's a lot of shit you let go. You just don't even be thinking about.
I didn't want to share this story, but I had somebody that attempted to put their hands around my neck. We fought that night. We fought that night because I thought he was trying to kill me. You don't do no shit like that unexpectedly. Who the hell does that? You ask
without discussing it, yes.
You tell me no shit. This is what you need to. It was to the point, if my phone wasn't dead, I would have called the police on his ass. I'm being honest with you. You don't do no shit like that, Dave.
I don't know, y'all. You must already be scared of him. There must be some shit going on already that you just, you know, you was already scared a little bit.
My life is serious. I don't play about that. I got 5 people that I got to come home to. What I'm not finna do is let 30 minutes of pleasure turn into my fucking death. I'm just not finna do that. That's stupid.
Let me tell you something right now. Let's say Will decide to try that tonight. They've been together for how long? 2 years, go to 3 years or something like that. And she probably got complete trust in Will through and through. If Will did that right now, she'd swear she don't know Will ass.
Yeah, I don't think he cheating though. He try something now.
No, but what I'm trying to tell you, Dave, you can't whip that out on nobody without discussing that. Just from the back, and then all of a sudden pillowcase around their neck. That shit is crazy, Dave.
I got bad news for y'all. I've done it at least 2-3 different times. So it is what it is. They still alive.
Yeah, they crazy as hell. I want you to know that too. I'm telling you, they crazy as hell.
I like a little touch of crazy. That's the best sex partner, a little touch of crazy.
Okay.
All right. We just gonna leave it at that. All that fan mail that I get, I'm gonna forward that right to you. You know, with Crime Stoppers.
Somebody gonna want to try.
I mean, somebody else gonna want to try, but what Crime Stoppers gonna send me some too. Because they say prevention is better than cure. so ain't that what you always tell me, Kalana? So, all right, one last question, then we're going to wrap this up. Let's get into the age-old question. I'm going to start with the women, but I'm going to ask the men, too. Does size/tightness matter? I'm going to start with you, Kalana. Does size matter? I know we always ask that, and let's put it to bed once for all. Does size really matter?
Yes, it do. Can't be too small, can't be too big. But it's personal. It's all depending on what you're into. But I think size matter. I think too small is too small, and I think too big is too much.
So now if a man had all those 3 things lined up with y'all, because you can only be physically attracted to a man before you know what his penis is like. Right. So he got the emotional, oh, I love him. I mean, I care for him. He got the physical, oh, he look good. He cute and fun. Oh, he's smart. Yes, he know when, when the Pilgrims landed on Plymouth Rock. Okay, we got that, right? Mm-hmm. So now y'all get to the point where he got all 3 of those lined up, and then you go say, oh, I'm ready to sleep with him, and then he come with the nub. How you feeling now?
It ain't going nowhere. I don't care how much. I've been in that situation where I guess he figured he'd spring it on me, and I was like,
you can't spring a nub. You cannot spring a nub.
Yeah.
Okay, but so let me ask y'all a question. With that being said, don't that kind of blow a little hole in your 3 things needed theory? Yeah, so I'm saying 4.
Yeah, it's
so
done.
So you should add a 4th thing to the theory then.
No. There's no compromise on that. You committing your life to somebody that can't do nothing for you. Okay? Unless you agree that you're going to live on oral.
So it's supposed to be emotional, physical, intellectual, and dick size.
Physical is part of it. Dick size falls into
you don't
physical.
know dick size, but you don't know that until after you get to the point where you sleep with him. Unless when you meet him, you ask him, let me see your dick in the parking lot.
That's when you decide that this ain't going to go nowhere, because once I realized what was down there, it was done. I never called him back, and he ain't called me because he knew. He's been through this quite a few times, I'm sure.
Well, how do you know it's down there? You have to see his dick in the parking lot?
No, I'm talking about when we end up doing it for the first time, or there was nothing really done because there was nothing there, but I realized he's gone through
this. Did you suck it to make sure to come up?
There was nothing there to come up.
No, that ain't what you do. No, you're supposed to blow in his ear to pop it out.
But what I'm saying is, there's a few people out there that really got fucked when they were online to get that stuff, and they have to deal with the fact that they don't have anything there. The same way you're not gonna go marry a woman and find out there's no hole.
Okay, all right. So hold that thought. Let me go to you, Valencia. Does size matter?
Yes, sir. And I may be wrong for what I'm about to say, but I don't care. I check before I start. So if you didn't pretty much met my qualifications, I'm feeling you, we cool, this, that, and the third. Once I do my field test and ain't nothing there, I can't do it.
Okay.
I'm just not going to do it. And I mean, that sounds crazy, but I'm bold like that. That's just who I am.
They feel that you need to touch it.
Yeah.
All right, so you asking her that in order to make it grow, she know you gotta. I mean, she gotta touch it and get it hard for she to know the true size of it. That what you saying there?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think
Because everybody don't get erect just because you showing the penis. You gotta got this. Sometimes you need a good blowjob to get it right on up.
But they've been dealing with dick most of their life, Dave. You don't think by now they can accurately judge a dick?
No. Because everybody says it's something that is a grow in the shore. They said it for a reason.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you this. I've not had any problems since I've done that test. Let me just say that. When I do that test, I'm okay.
Never had problems.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Dave. You know, does tightness matter to you?
Oh, of course. That's it.
What about?
I touched it, right? See what I did before I got started? I decided to put my hand down there. See how tight it was. But go ahead.
What about you, Will? Does tightness matter to you? I mean, you really don't notice until you get into it. So let's say you got somebody who just, as we used to call back in the day, they run, right? So, we like to say, throw the hot dog down the hallway. You don't know that until you in it. So once you can't get no feeling on it, you still doing it, or you stop it?
I mean, once you there as a guy, you there. You making something happen. I mean, like I said, this is just a weird something because I said I just listened to like an hour and a half of two, very intelligent women tell me all this highbrow stuff about having to make sure these things are turned on and this, that, and other has happened. They all just boiled down to, I said, if he ain't packing, ain't nothing going on. So although that's the number one versus the number four, because if you say you got the other three and it's all aces, all good in the other three spots, and you all of a sudden you get there and it's like ain't nothing down there. I'm gonna throw it all away. I don't know.
That's the point I was just making, right? That all those three can line up, and then he get down there, he ain't got nothing. Well, out the one, I don't care. But I'm emotionally attached to you. Fuck that.
Look, emotions can't give you no orgasm. How long you gonna keep having an orgasm?
Hey, but according to y'all get orgasm no way. 6 out of 4 times.
A dildo will do better than emotions.
Some of y'all should need to stick to a dildo. According to y'all, what you said.
So you're trying to tell me if a woman come in your life and you find out that something wrong with her and she can't be penetrated, you're just gonna tell, it's emotions. It's emotions. So I'm just gonna stay with her and just be emotional. You can't penetrate her, you ain't gonna be happy.
No,
that's not true because that's not true. Because if as long as a man can get a head job or stuff, you can deal with not penetrating. There's other ways,
Yeah, you go find somebody else to penetrate sneakily.
Man, gotta be sneakily. What if she just let you? Hey, you can't do this. I give you permission to do that. But my question, that's a really statement though. Like we had an hour and a half conversation about physical intelligence. And, emotional, other shit, and now his dick too small. You said his dick too small or his dick too big, you can't fuck with him. What you looking for? 7 inches? If he's 7 inches, I can't fuck with him.
Hold on. Before we go any further,
that's how it goes. Too small is not good, and too big is no good.
Before we go any further, let me say first and foremost, I'm not faulting y'all for the standard. If that's what you need, that's what you need. I'm not faulting you for that. I'm not saying nothing bad about that. I'm just saying from the perspective as a guy who just listened to an hour and a half of highbrow conversation that turned to 30 seconds of if he ain't packing, it ain't right. That just amazed me. I just listened to all this other stuff just happen for I mean, literally, I'm looking at my Skype now. We've been on the phone for an hour and 38 minutes. And I've heard all this other stuff.
No. You've been on the phone hour 30. I'm at 1:46.
Oh, okay.
Bill, let me say this to you from a woman's point of view. no matter how much you respect the fact that a man is good and he has a good heart and he's intelligent and he's right for you, you're committing to a lifetime with that man. I'm not going to commit to nobody that when he go inside of me, I can't feel shit. So I don't care how much I love you. Love ain't going to take me to 20 years. So it's a package. It has to come in different levels. I'm not going to settle with you and give up penetration my whole fucking life because you have a small ass dick.
But the guy you was with, you weren't even orgasming with in the first place 20 years. I'm not understanding your logic. This logic ain't going nowhere because the guy you was with in the first place.
If you look at somebody casually and you realize that there ain't no business, you know it ain't going. I'm not gonna marry a man with a stomach. My happiness comes before all of that. You can all love before you're gonna feel, before you're gonna be lacking something.
All right. With that being said, we're gonna leave everything right there.
Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives.
Hi, this is Clifford English, your host and producer of The Gospel Train. Join me every Sunday right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. You will be encouraged, you will be equipped, you will be educated, you will be entertained, all while hearing the best in gospel music. Don't miss your connection with The Gospel Train right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, and click Submit. BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
Hey world, it's your man Precise, and I have great news. The Precise Music app is finally available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry through Amazon and other app stores. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z. Go get it for all things Precise. Powered by BlackVibes.com. Stay in tune. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z.
He has performed on stage in front of thousands of poetry lovers. He has sold out shows and rocked the crowd with the best poets in the industry. Welcome to the stage, spoken word artist Patrick Duncan, better known as the Preacher Man.
I am Benjamin P. Montgomery. I invented a goat propeller. I am the former president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela!
Critically acclaimed spoken word artist, poet, writer, and the creator of Black on Purpose poetry TV series Wordplay. Patrick the Preacher Man Duncan is coming to a venue near you.
Why is the only time we can come together as a nation is when there are acts of insanity, chaos, or devastation.
Stay tuned to Beat Break 87 FM for updates on Patrick Duncan's upcoming arrival to your city. Visit cdbaby.com/CD/Patrick S. Duncan to order his latest album, What's Going On. Available online, including CD Baby and iTunes.
I want this high and have no affiliation to a political party. I want this high to be spiritual.
For more info, go to BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Beat Break 87 FM wants to help you get the word out on your next community event.
Hey, do you have an upcoming public service announcement that you want listeners to know about? Well, email us the info to psabeatbreak87@gmail.com so we can help spread the word. That's psabeatbreak87@gmail.com. If your event flyer has the words nonprofit, community, support, charity, and just describes everything about helping our community, please share the special event right here on Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives.
When it comes to hip-hop,
Don't stop.
R&B, and talk radio, no one does it better than Beat Break 87 FM.
This portion of Beat Break Radio is only suitable for mature audiences and not suitable for young audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
back in from the break. I am your host, Mario, and you're inside the Random Select Podcast. It's the podcast that's all about thought-provoking talk, and I hope you've enjoyed today's show so far. I was playing a couple shows that we previously recorded, me and the gang, Valencia, Carlotta, Dave, and Will, where we honestly talked about sex, and I hope you guys definitely enjoyed it. I think it was a pretty good show. I think it was relevant. We kind of, as they say, proverbially let our hair down and just talk as if, there was nobody being recorded. We just kind of were ourselves, which is always a good thing. Once again, guys, if you like the show, you like what you're hearing, please share, let people know that we're out there. We're on all social media platforms, and you can also go to randomselect.com, therandomselect.com, and you could get past podcast episodes. You'll find the episodes of Honest Talk About Sex, the one that you just heard. You can find that up there. You can also go to beatbreakradiofm.com. You can find the Listen Now button where you should be listening to me right now. You can catch us on TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, Speaker, and also download the Beat Break mobile app as well. So with all that being said, I just want to thank everybody that's been supporting the show so far, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, all those places. I really do appreciate it. Want to also just really quick take some time out to thank Sean Garvey for giving me an opportunity to hang out with you guys from 3 to 5, Monday through Friday, every day right here on Beat Break 87 FM. Definitely appreciate Sean. And don't forget, coming up after the show, guys, we have the Brass King coming up with the Rush Hour Mix. So keep all that locked. Don't forget about all the other shows that's on the station too as well. The Beat Break Morning Show. You got the D Hill Show. You got the 360 Mix Show. Like I said, coming up after our show, you got the Brass King with the Rush Hour Mix, and you got the Gospel Train. So keep it locked right here on on Beat Break 87 FM, guys. All the time. It's something for you guys. And recently they just had some good interviews with Michelle A., Eric Sherman. So don't miss it. You're looking for star power, we got it right here on Beat Break 87 FM. Some great interviews conducted by Sean and the gang. So we definitely appreciate that. Coming up in the next couple weeks, guys, I'm scheduled to have quite a few people on the show myself. Maybe not a lot of people that you guys have heard of, but just people that I find interesting, out and about. Planning to have Tiffany French on. She's a young black queen that's part of the social conscience group, of conscious black people. Plan to have her on. I plan to have Siobhan on. She's a flight attendant, a stewardess. I don't really know what you call them right now. Are they still called stewardess, or they're just flight attendants? But I thought it would be cool to interview or talk to a flight attendant, see if she has some interesting stories to tell, things of that nature. Hopefully I can get my friend Rick Soderberg to come on and grace us at some point in the next couple of weeks. He's a relationship coach expert. He hails out of the Kansas City area. So he's you can catch him on KCTV5 up there. He's their in-house relationship expert. Whenever they need him, he go on the TV and tell you tips about dating and, how to find good quality, love. So also, guys, I wanted to tell you guys, if you're out and about making your rounds through social media, look up the Wise Courtship Philosophy and Tony Henderson Mayer. She's been a really cool friend, a good ally, a good person to network with for me. So check her out. Look up Wise Courtship Philosophy, Tony Henderson Mayers. Check her out. Support. We can't do this alone. For everybody that gets out here and participate in bringing you stuff social media wise, being on the radio, doing the podcast. Sometimes people don't understand how time consuming this could be, and you still got to live your regular normal life as well and try to do this. But a lot of us are not really getting paid to do this. Sometimes we do it out of the love for it. I don't want to say out of the kindness of our heart, because it goes even further than that. We do it because we love it. You know what I mean? And sometimes when you love something, it definitely keeps you motivated. You know, when you love something, it helps you push through during those times when you really don't feel like pushing through. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. Sometimes, you know, when we out here doing this, sometimes we do it for the love. You know, I know a lot of y'all be thinking, well, they're on the radio or they're doing this and they doing it. They must be making a lot of money. But sometimes that's not always true. Sometimes it don't translate. We do it strictly because we like what we're doing. We like the freedom of being able to speak our mind and saying what we got to say. Or sometimes we like the freedom of being able to bring information to you guys or put you guys up on things that you may not have known about. And for me, I like things to talk about things that get your mind, you know, going. As I like to say, it's the Random Select Podcast. It's all about thought-provoking talk. I like to do the type of talk that gets your mind, you know, going, you know, provoke your thoughts, you know. So, and that's it for me, you know, because sometimes I'll say things that maybe you thought, but you never really said out loud, and you say, okay, well, I finally got somebody that has put it into words. Or sometimes I'll take it a little deeper depending on what the subject is about, and I'll, you know, take it to a level that maybe you never even thought about, and, you know, just helping you bring some awareness to some things that may or may not be going on in your life. So, you know, just things like that, you know. And like I said, I just want to thank everybody that's kind of supported Random Select over the last 3 years. You know, coming up this June will be 3 full years that I have been doing podcasts. And like I said, I got this opportunity right here with Sean, and I want to thank him and all the, you know, Beat Break 87 people, Reach One Communications, people that, you know, it's been good to me. So I can't say anything. And Sean has kind of been like the ultimate boss, you know. He kind of, you know, gave me direction and said, here, go. You know, he kind of don't watch over your shoulder or anything like this. He kind of lets you find your way and do your things, and that's all you can ask for in someone that's giving you an opportunity, someone and a boss. You know what I mean? Just kind of, hey, look, here's what you need to do. Here's what I put forward. All right, I leave it up to you to do you. You know, and, you know, I wish everybody could, you know, have the opportunity to work for a person like that, you know. So thanks, Sean. Also, I just want to give shouts out real quick to Frost Giant and Decatur May Dave. Those are my homeboys, my brothers, you know, and my boy Danny Jackson, you know. I've been trying to get Danny on the show at some point, but he part of the clique. I know y'all hear from Decatur May Dave, and I know y'all hear from Frost Giant Will, but we're going to get DJ. We call him Jacko Dan 36. But yeah, you know, shout out to those people. They help keep me grounded. They help me, you know, come up with some of the ideas I be having for the show, and more so than anything, you know, they're just brothers in real life. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that, you know, and that's good to have somebody in your corner that you can honestly say got your back, won't let you do dumb stuff, able to tell you no, able to look at you and tell you what the real is. And not a lot of us have that in our life. So when you do have those people in your life, I'm lucky enough to have 3 people in my life that'll say, hey, look, dude, you need to pull back. Hey, look, you know, do you know this don't make no sense? Or look me dead in the eye and say, dude, you dead ass wrong. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that, because no matter where I go or where, you know, the radio station or the podcast take me, I always know that I got anchors that'll help keep me humble. You know what I'm saying? Help me stay grounded and make me realize that I really got real people in my corner that's pulling for me and that care about me and that love me. And I'm telling you, if you got that in your life, be thankful for it and let them know that you appreciate them. And that's all I'm saying. My grandson, he just turned 2 years old today, which is a good thing. So shout out to my little man. His name is Amari. Amari Watts. He's named not this granddad, which is me. You know, my name is Mario, and my daughter decided to give him my first name, except she took the O and moved it around to the front. Instead of Mario, she called him Omari. You know what I mean? And that's you can't get no bigger honor than that, to have your daughter think so much of her dad that she decided to name her son after you. You know? So I appreciate that. That makes me feel good. And to see that little dude growing up, he's already 2 before you know it. He's going to be out there on something by the football field, giving them hell. You know what I mean? He'll have his uncle, which is my son, to look up to, you know. And a shout out to my son. He's pretty good at that football. So y'all watch out for him, Dallin. Y'all watch out for that dude. You know, I don't know. I'm just taking these last couple minutes to kind of reflect and just say thank you to the people. You know, I'm going to get ready to end the show in a little bit, guys, but I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm definitely appreciated. I appreciate everybody that's listening, everybody that's tuning in. And like I said, I hope you definitely enjoyed the last portion of the show, which it was about honest talk about sex. What happens when you talk honestly about sex? Because a lot of times when we talk about sex, we just kind of hit and miss it or talk about it from certain standpoints, but we try to talk about it real. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to another airing of the Random Select Podcast. The podcast is all about thought-provoking talk right here on Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives. Until tomorrow, guys, coming up next is the Brass King with the Rush Hour Mix. Let's get 'em, Brass King.
This is Atlanta's new underground station.
How you doing? This is Wood Harris.
Hi, this is Jasmine Guy.
What's going on in Atlanta? This is Clifton Powell.
Hey guys, it's Niecy Nash from TV Land's The Soul Man. This is Cat Williams.
Check this out. This is your boy RL from NEXT.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Lunel.
What's up, ATL? It's your girl, Ken of Atlantic Records.
Hi, I'm Taraji P. Henson.
WBS 87 Atlanta, WAEN FM Atlanta, WBHH, and on iHeartRadio, home of the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey, DJ Rollum, and the Wake Up Ladies. Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives. Streaming online at BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
A Reach One communications station.
Download the TuneIn app to hear Beat Break 87 FM on your mobile device and listen to the Beat Break Morning Show. Weekday mornings only on Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives.
What's up, ATL? Make sure that you check out the D Hill Radio Show on Beat Break 87 and BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Hey world, it's your man Precise, and I have great news. The Precise Music app is finally available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry through Amazon and other app stores. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z. Go get it for all things Precise. Powered by BlackVibes.com. I tried to put it off, but I can't. It's on me. Tried to blame the other man, but I can't. It's on me. Stay in tune. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, and click Submit. BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
Listen to Beat Break 87 FM on the go. Download the Beat Break 87 FM app from the app marketplace, including Amazon, Google Play, and the App Store. View photos, videos, and Beat Break 87 shows on your mobile device. Download the Beat Break 87 FM app now for free.
He has performed on stage in front of thousands of poetry lovers. He has sold out shows and rocked the crowd with the best poets in the industry. Welcome to the stage, spoken word artist, Patrick Duncan, better known as the Preacher Man.
I am Benjamin P. Montgomery. I invented a boat propeller. I am the former president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela!
Critically acclaimed spoken word artist, poet, writer, and the creator of Black on Purpose poetry TV series Wordplay. Patrick the Preacher Man Duncan is coming to a venue near you.
Why is the only time we can come together as a nation is when there are acts of insanity, chaos, or devastation.
Stay tuned to Beat Break 87 FM for updates on Patrick Duncan's upcoming arrival to your city. Visit cdbaby.com/CD/Patrick Patrick S. Duncan, to order his latest album, What's Going On, available online including CD Baby and iTunes.
I want this high to have no affiliation to a political party. I want this high to be spiritual.
For more info, go to BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Wake up weekday mornings to the Beat Break Morning Show and nod your head in bed to the 360 Mix Show. Weeknights on Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives.